Yes, guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome to this Creative Booster session. Thank you for coming here, despite of all the difficulties. And we're trying to conduct it as what you call as lean as possible today because of the technical glitches. It's heavy rain and storm. I guess you guys know about this power cut and everything. But anyway, I've saved some charge so that we can just have one session. There is no break. Okay, even if my light switches off, just bear with me. But yeah, I'll make sure. The experience is better. Okay. Will that be okay? Fine. So with that context, we'll be just jumping on to this session, guys. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Fine. Okay. You're good to go. Fine. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming here. Excellent. And I want to really appreciate you that you guys have also joined here. Okay, don't mind my voice or maybe a video if it is not really clear. Okay, just get the context. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Fine, guys. So today we are going to see something called storyboarding. Okay, so yesterday, if we look at the yesterday's session, it was ultimately about bringing the thought process into keywords. Okay, bringing the keywords into building some thumbnail sketches. But if you want to really communicate as a story, if you want to really communicate as a solution or maybe as a user flow, you need to know how to create a storyboarding. Okay, not storyboarding. Understand this. There is a aspects to it. There are methods and steps to really deliver the storyboard, and a lot of people who have also learned this, they will be able to communicate the better designs through this art. Okay, so just get the concept. Majorly, I wanted you guys to make you do a live activity, but because of these issues, I'll give you the activities you guys can able to do it, but I'll give you clear instructions and prompts and everything. Okay. Fine, guys. Is it okay? Can we start the session? Just confirm me yes if everything is okay. My audio, video, everything is good.
Yes.
Just one more time. Thank you. Thank you, Ramraj. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, fine. So first of all, yesterday we saw how you can able to put the thought process into keywords. How you can put the keywords into what do you call it? A form of a sketch or maybe a thumbnail sketch or anything. But now let us try to create some sequence for it. Okay, from ideas to interaction, mastering storyboard and design. So, how to use the storyboard to visualize interactions, design flows, and product narratives. Majorly, it is improving your storytelling and communication. See, many people don't know about storytelling. Okay, many people are very weak in communication. They are pathetic. I would say not even weak, pathetic. You just confuse what you're trying to say. You have a project, but you don't know how to tell through a proper flow or a proper understanding or a proper sequence. Okay, so any which way, storytelling is a very important skill, but storyboarding is actually going to aid you. It's a tool which is going to ultimately help you to learn that thing. Okay, first of all, let's talk about four reasons why we are learning this. First is visual communication. I wanted you to tell that transferring your ideas into understandable sequences. Yesterday, I think Ramraj and Anju and Jayanandani would have did the storyboarding, right? What did you guys understand? I asked you to put one number, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So tell me, Ramraj, what did you understand from that? Come on. So you
Yeah.
did one storyboarding, huh?
What I understand is to picturize our thoughts into storyboard so that the client will know easily what we want to explain about the product, how the user is came to know the product and how to use it. So we have to explain all this process into a storyboard by a diagram. Or
That's great.
right.
Super, super. That's a practical application of it. I mean, I want to appreciate that Ramraj has exactly understood the use case of it. But let me tell you, it's not only that. It's also about creating the user-centric design. It's also about efficient iteration. It's also about aligning to the team's requirement. See, communication is very vital, and particularly storyboarding skill. Like whether you're liking this or not, these are all the skills which is really required now. Being a designer, every product design studio, every UI UX design studio are expecting their designers to communicate their ideas like this. If you're entering into a product design studio, if you guys wanted to earn really a good salary and wanted to go and work in a global team, like don't ask me guys. These are all mandatory skills. Just observe it and just learn it. Okay. So 80% of the people recall information better with visuals. I think we saw this yesterday also. Cognitive Psychology Journal said that. Okay. And second, it is important to learn the user centric design for communicating that. Always empathy driven mapping for the user journeys. See, first of all, how can you create a user storyboard? How can you create a use case? How can you create a storyboard? Only if you understand the user and empathize with them, you can able to understand this better. Are you guys with me or not? Because if you are not understanding it properly, how can you construct a story for it? Okay, Airbnb used storyboarding to improve platform features. Okay, just an example. Efficient iteration. See, storyboarding is a very rough way of doing it. It's not a very proper, neat drawing 3D model sketch or anything. It's not a high fidelity wireframe. Okay, you need to understand this. So iteration is a lot. As a development people, as a product developer team, the iterative nature will be very common. You will have to really iterate a lot in the product development life cycle. Okay, you can't skip that. So storyboarding will be an efficient way. Why? Because you can scrap it, you can make new in just 5-10 minutes. In 1 hour, you can completely make the process reiterated. But rather, if you build the problem, a solution, imagine you'll have to go to the backend team, you'll have to do the coding, you'll have to change everything. It'll take weeks for you guys to what you call really change it to that difficulty. Okay, so get this point, and also aligning to the team. See, storyboarding reduces design revisions by even 25%. Interactive Design Foundation said that. Okay, team alignment ensures a unified project vision. So these are all the main important things, guys. Okay, you need to get this. This is the 4 important reason why we are looking at the skill in first place. Okay, so how we are connecting to the previous dots, this I already told you, story narratives, and using those visuals. I would recommend you to take those visuals, guys. Okay, whatever you guys had yesterday, Ramraj, Anju, people who else worked on the earlier project yesterday, I would highly recommend you to just take it down and also bring that first of all. Okay. So once if you're able to bring that, guys, I will tell you from there you can build storyboard into a different narrative. Okay. Using those visuals to create storyboard, that user interactions and product flows can happen. See, you may have solved a problem of, like, let's say user engagement. Maybe you must have solved a problem of something like people want to really learn this, aware, get aware. I don't know what is your objective of your interface, or maybe the problem solution what you're given, but I wanted you guys to build it like a story. Are you guys getting it? I wanted you guys to build it like a story and board it, create a board and just put it on. That's what it's called, storyboarding. But we can just tell raw this is called a storyboarding. But I would say, what is a storyboarding properly? What is it made up of? Okay. So that is the main major crux I wanted to help you guys. Okay. First of all, what is the storyboarding? See, it's a sequence of drawing representation of user interactions and design flows. For me, it's a flow. Simple. If you understand this one word, you guys are getting it. Flow. Okay. Everybody type in the chat flow. Type flow. Flow. Ultimately, it's all about flow. Okay. Okay. Can you type out in the chat flow? Yes. That's great, guys. That's great. Okay. So flow is all about, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, Jagadish. Actually, I didn't understand what you're saying about the storyboard.
1 second. You
That
joined late?
previous topic.
You
Yeah,
joined little late?
no, yesterday I was absent. I didn't attend.
Okay. Yesterday you was absent. I would say you can watch the earlier one, but I will tell
Okay.
you, storyboarding is actually creating a form of story and explaining it to you visually. If I tell you over the mouth, okay, you will be able to understand, okay, little better. But if I show you some kind of a small visuals and sketches and the flow, like let's say, first the hero stands here. Second, the hero jumps here. Third, the hero goes and takes his girlfriend. Fourth, the hero and heroine now go to the home for getting permission for their marriage. Fifth, they get the big struggle. Sixth, after they get the struggle, they fight it. And seventh, they get married. Eighth, they're leading a happy life. Did you understand this?
Yes.
How you understood this? Tell me.
Visuals.
Not visuals here. I just told you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the steps.
Yeah.
Visual, I did not show you anything, right? I have not shown you
Mm.
any visuals, but I told you scenes.
Mm.
Remember, listen very carefully. If you understand this fully, You will get it. It's nothing difficult topic on that. Okay.
Okay.
Creating a small kind of a sequence representing the interactions. Same like storyboarding, same like creating story for the user. I would also tell you, being a designer, you should be able to create a small narratives for your user. Like, let's say, what is your user's objective? Maybe to come and buy one a product in your e-commerce website. Think about how you can storyboard it. User is getting, okay, let's talk about, okay, that's one example we can take. Okay, so now the user can able to think, okay, now I need this product. I need this product now, okay, because this product is useful for me to drink water. I want a water bottle. Okay, what user will do? Maybe you can put a user who is just thirsty. Okay, or maybe you can put a user like saying he has a lot of containers, but he don't have water bottle. What he will do? He will go and try to buy in a shop. It's not really good. He'll go and try to find in online. It's not good. He will come to your app and he will find your product is there. Okay, you can just put one small picture. See, yesterday Jayanandini also did one small picture. You'll have to just represent this visually. Okay, please go back and watch yesterday class. Okay, you will understand the dots. Third, once he is deciding that he want to buy in your app, then he will go and log in. Fourth, once he logins, he will be able to find the product. Fifth, once he find the products, he will be able to place the order. Sixth, once he place the order, he will be able to choose the payment. Seventh, he will be able to get the address. Eighth, it will be automatically order will be placed. And ninth, he will get the product. And tenth, he will be happy. See, this is called storyboarding. You just have to create a user flow story based on the frames. Okay, you can ask me why this is very important, Jagdish. As I told you, this is a very efficient communication tool. Ultimately, that is the one point what we're doing. Okay, your communication with the design teams will not just like that happen. Your communication in the design team will happen only once if you tell these things in a form of visuals, in the form of story. And many times you will not have time to iterate and design and all these perfect sketches. You will have to do it rough. Can you share with me, Ramraj and Anju, yesterday what you guys did? Very, very rough. Can you just type out in the chat or maybe you can show? Because it is all about bringing that visuals into reality. It's not about perfection. Okay? Understand, guys? This is the most important part. So we can make it using blocks and arrows. That's great, Anju. Super. Perfect. You do anything, but communication has to be clear. That's what we are actually trying to understand. Okay. This is what is majorly called storyboarding. So now let's see the other aspect of it. Okay. The purpose is to visualize your user journeys, capture context, and illustrate product fit. Illustrate means you can just draw some visuals. You can show some basic sketches to showcase the product fit, how the product is going to be fitting. See, if you are able to show some product for usage, okay, you can show usage perspective in a storyboard. Like I said, this is how the product should be opened. This is how it should be kept. This is how it should be used, and this is how it should be closed. This is how the product should be held. This is what it should be closed. This is what it should be kept. I told you 6 steps. So sequentially, if you can able to show in small visuals, have you seen user manuals and all these things? They will put you some kind of a story, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have you seen DIY kits when you assemble a product? 1, 2, 3. That's called storyboarding. Simple. Are you guys getting this clarity now? They'll put some numbers and you will understand the numbers. Okay, type out in the chat if you got it, what I gave you an example. That's great. You can see the chat box, guys. Look at Ramraj sketch. Look at Ramraj sketch. Thank you, Ramraj. Excellent. So now let's go into the technicalities of it. What are the key components of a storyboard? See, frames and panels, characters, setting, dialogue. Okay, see this a professional storyboarding film artist and directors and other people will do. Okay, but you will have to understand designer also has to do it in your own context. If any director wants to get a movie signed from a hero or another person, he would always create a storyboard before showing the entire story, because director cannot tell exactly in the words. He need a very good storyboard artist with him or maybe in his team to visualize the story first. Once the visualization happened, then they'll go and project it to the hero or producer or a team and they'll pitch them. Once they're okay, then they'll sign up for the film. Then they'll get the budgets, then they'll get the production, everything. Because storyboarding is the ultimate visual skill. There are many professional people who can do it, but for you guys, you should do it with a product design. That's enough. Okay. Do we have any app or AI to create like generative? Do we have any app? Yeah, Anju, it is possible. Even in Canva, I told you, right? Canva, you can create this. You just have to use the right prompts. Don't worry, I'll give you the prompts as well, okay? But you will have to input the story accordingly, what you want. Once you give that story sequence numbering, automatically the ChatGPT or ChatGPT DALL-E does it, and you can use Runway ML, that also does it. Canva also does it. There are many AI tools to do. But first, you wanted to try yourself, please, okay, before getting into the AI tools. Okay, so first, there are four components. First, let's talk about frames and panels. See, it helps you depict individual steps or movements. That's called frames. I showed you, right? What is frames? I showed you what is frames. I'll show you frames. Okay, let's take Ramraj example. Let's take Ramraj's example. Okay, I'm just taking. See, guys, whatever Ramraj has created, this is called frames. See, this is called frames. This is called frames. Got it? This is called frames. This is called frames. A different frames. Okay. And once you take this one, like let's say you put number. Oh, sorry. Okay. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, put 5. Okay. This is called sequencing it properly. Are you guys getting it? See, the expression is clearly communicated, and automatically that goes for the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step, and then the next one, and then the next one. Or maybe sometimes the sequence is here like this. Next one. Yes. This is called storyboarding. See, something is happening. Maybe, see, I'm not reading any text. I'm just reading the picture. Somebody is getting frustrated, and she's using this mobile app, and then she's getting to find a lot of connections and people, and out there she's really learning and educating herself, and after that she found that she's getting some reward, and then she was really shocked by the post whatever she got, and then she's using biometric method to authenticate, and now she's feeling very safe. See, without even reading text we can able to get some understanding, right? Storyboard for personal financial management app. See, personal safety, unique authentication. Ramraj has created this. If I tell you through the mouth in the words, it would take 10 minutes for me to explain what I wanted to tell. But if I have the storyboard, it will be much faster. You need to develop this skill, guys. See, you can put a small stick diagram, you can put small boxes, you can put circles, you can put lines. It's no brainer. See, look at this. Ramraj has created very good sketches. That's enough, guys. See, this is hair, this is face, this is body. That's it. You'll have to create this much fasterly. This is a perfect example of a good sketch. See, he's even tried to put the expression of a smile. More than sufficient, guys. Leave AI tools. First, try to do it on your own. See, happy. What is better than this visual to communicate happy? You tell me. You don't have to put the facial expression muscles. We are not artists, guys. Okay. Please don't understand this. I mean, please don't get it different way. Okay, look at this. This is more than sufficient. Super storyboard, I would say. I like really this one, this particular sketch, more than this AI generated image, because this is raw. This is real. I would prefer the candidate who is putting their portfolio with this kind of a work rather than this. Any big designers, any designers who really try to see the authenticity, they will only check your hand sketches, not your visually generated, super illustrated images. That everybody can do, no? Okay, so please understand, it's a raw feeling. Ultimately, if you're trying to bring that authenticity and originality, first of all, you will be so real on what showcase of the story you wanted to make. Okay, so that is a major objective of it. I told you about frames or panels. Okay, it depicts the individual steps or moments. Characters. Who's the character? It's already there. Sorry, guys. Represent user or persona. Here, the girl is a user. You show 2 people, 3 people, whatever is your persona you want to address in your frames, bring that. Okay. So it represent the user. Setting. First of all, setting is very important, guys. I'll tell you why. You have to define the context or environment for the interaction. Whether it's a ground, or whether it's a stable, or whether it's a sitting bed. See, here the table is there. Here the table is there. Here the table is. So the context should be very clear where you wanted to see. If you keep distracting environments, people will not understand what you're trying to say. Like, let's say if you want to show a kid in your storyboarding, okay, you want to show the kid in the playing ground, make sure the playing ground is available in all the frames. If you confuse them, the user, while they are watching this storyboard, if the table is there in one picture, table is not there in the other picture, then you are too much jumping. People can understand from the frames to frames. See, there should be a gradual transition between these frames, right? Listen to me. There should be a gradual transition between this frame and this frame. If this frame is communicating some message and this one is jumping into another 5 steps ahead, people will not try to take a sense out of it. Are you guys understanding it? Are you guys trying to understand this? This is called transition. Okay. In storyboarding, transition is very important. If you're watching a movie, imagine if somebody cut the 10 minutes and then they're asking you to watch the next part. Will you understand anything? Why? Because that flow is missing, right? So you need to understand the transition should be smooth, and you need to understand and you need to connect the dots properly for the user so that they are ultimately getting the flow and connectivity. Once they're getting it, automatically they'll be able to get the thing. Okay, so context environment for the interaction should be very clear. Dialogues and annotation. Explain action, thoughts, or emotion so that once. Once Okay, fine. So dialogues and annotation. Explain action, thoughts, or emotion. Okay. So you need to explain it through some kind of words, text, like let's say call outs, right? So you can do anything. Or maybe you can use emotions. See, here Ramraj communicated through emotions. Here he has communicated through emotions, 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 emotions. So you can do whatever you want. It's up to you. Okay. Thoughts, actions. See, how better you are able to communicate is the whole point. Can you communicate the 10 frames into 3 frames? Good. If you can communicate 3 frames into 1 frame, good. Even if you can communicate 1 frame into half the frame with the minimal information, good. This is a way in which storyboarding can be shot and explained. Even you can explain the entire movie in 10 frames, no problem. I worked with many film designers, guys, while I was studying in NID. They will be given an exercise, like let's say in 10 frames, you have to shot a movie. That's the activity and objective that will be given to them. Okay. But your major objective, one second, your major objective is to create. Oh, sorry, guys, one second. Wait. Am I better now? Am I better now? How do I keep this? How do I keep this? Wait, guys. Is it too much on my face? I'm not seeing anything. Okay. Do I look like a ghost? Okay. I don't know how to mount this because this is a little tricky. Okay. Fine. Got it. Okay. So I created from a portfolio project. Am I in right track? It's too high-end visuals here. Try to do it manually, Bhatnaji. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah, this is correct. Your concept is good, but try to do it manually. That will be the best thing. Okay. Yeah, you can use ChatGPT, Copilot, Ramaraj. Excellent. Anything you can use. That's not a problem. You can use Runway ML. You can use even I would suggest you can use this. What do you call? You can use this Canva also. So many times you'll be getting the answers. But what I would highly suggest you is try to do it manually. Are you guys understanding this? Once if this manual thing is very comfortable for you, slowly you can able to do it using artificial intelligence, AI tools and everything. Okay. I hope now it's better. You can able to see my face. Okay, that's great. Okay, so what is the types of storyboards? Sketch based, quick hand drawn, idea focused. Digital, you can use polished visuals to create in Figma, Adobe XD. Yeah, you can put the same pictures into a Figma screen and also show it. That's okay. You can also create AI generated images. You can also use, like let's say, there are some stop motion softwares in Maya, in 3D Blender, but that's not our objective. Just get the understanding, okay? You can use photo based. Use photograph for realism. This we don't, guys. This film artists use it. They take films, they take photos. Like let's say they go to the forest. They go and take photos of the birds. Okay. And then they put it across. Like let's say 50 pictures of the birds. And big artists and other people know they'll be able to connect the dots on the story from it. What this bird is trying to say. People like this National Geographic explorers and other people, they will be more what you call into this kind of an exploratory things. Okay. Because that's their artistic nature. They want to bring this into the bring this into a form of story. They wanted to document it like let's say like a show or something. Okay, that's not our objective. Our objective is what we have to communicate to the user or the client or the or the project managers very effectively that this is what I'm trying to say by this. Okay, this is what I'm trying to communicate with my design skills. This is what my user is going to travel. This is what the whole user journey is all about. Once if you're getting this, guys, that's it. You will see a huge difference in your communication shift. You will see a lot of people will be talking to you in a very precise manner because you understood what is the major communication you wanted to give. If you confuse them with the words, if you confuse them with many times PPTs and other things, it will not be good. Storyboarding is the best tool. Quick communication, fast communication, and also you can make it very effective and you can iterate it again and again and again. Okay. What are the techniques to do it? Start with user persona. I would say identify who is your user. Okay. Pretty much people will do that, not a problem. Defining the scenario. Try to be very clear on your scenario. Okay, that is the most important thing and people do miss it. This is the most important thing which people miss it. Okay, you need to know how to derive your scenario, most important part. Okay, once you derive that, then you focus on the key moments, like let's say happy, sad, emotion, whatever interaction you want. Keep it simple. Prioritize the clarity over artistic detail. See, we are not artists here, I told you very clearly. Okay, keep it simple, stupid. That's what they call KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay, always remember, if you are a designer, remember this. KISS. Okay, yeah, use consistent symbols, standardized visuals for easy for understanding. So why I'm asking you to create consistency is like I explained you with the table example. Okay, you can use anything, like let's say if you are keeping a phone. See, in Ramraj application it was phone again and again and again. There is a consistency, right? So people will understand it's an app. It's an app user journey what you're trying to create. So get this consistency element, guys, or else people you will get super confused. What your user is ultimately wanting, you will forget totally. You will be in a, like let's say, hey, what am I trying to do? See, that kind of a confusion should not come for your user. You should be very clear on what you wanted to tell ultimately. Okay, so this is the major important thing. Now let me explain some small case studies, guys. You can be able to understand better. Okay, first of all, let's talk about Airbnb. Airbnb has improving host and guest experience because it's an onboarding experience for people who are taking up the new houses and they wanted to sign up for this Airbnb app and they want to get the benefit of booking an application through it. So they created a storyboard for explaining to their design teams and do it. Many times I would take Airbnb example because they have did the more user-centric design and approach. That is why the product is world class now. It's not a joke. They have become world class only by following the design process meticulously. Okay. What's happening? Will it help me? Okay, let me see. Okay. I'm using maximum lights, guys, to give you the best experience. Okay, fine. Okay, but I can't really see, like the flash is too much on the eyes. But anyway, no problem. Fine. So storyboarding gives you a user journey to identify their pain points very effectively, as I told you simply. Uber, understanding driver and rider interaction. See, if you're creating an application like Uber, let's say before Uber, you were the first guy who visualized this idea. Do you think it's easy for you to communicate through a word or presentation? You need storyboard, or else you can't understand. You can't make the people understand this is a driver, this is a customer, and how the ride will happen, how he will book, how you will get the vehicle, how you will travel, how you will end the journey, how you will pay the money. See, this is all about journey, guys. You're communicating storyboard for this kind of a journey purposes. Okay, Apple Watch, seamless integration of the watch into daily routines. Storyboard captures fitness, notification, health use cases. A product adaptable to diverse use lifestyle. There are multiple products. I can able to keep on telling you because these are all complex system. Rapidly prototyping ideas. See, you can use this Google design sprint methods. There are many case studies available in the YouTube. Please go and watch it because Google design sprints is very famous. They have been iterating this and using this process over and over again in the design community, and that's why they were able to build a lot of products. Google has close to 50 plus products in a very short span of time they've created, and they've created very consistently across all the platforms. Okay, because of a very clear iterative approach for storyboarding. Okay, visualized solutions through storyboarding and design, faster product iteration. See, faster. They have a lot of products in a very short span of time. Spotify increases engagement with playlist, storyboarding using journey or discovering music. So I wanted to give you guys a homework. Okay, I'll give you this as a homework. The reason being, everybody uses Spotify, right? Try to create a storyboard for Spotify application. Can you do it? Simple. I'll not give you this, that, and all. I'll just ask you to create a storyboard. Your user persona could be anybody, youngster or old people or kids or anybody. Okay. Okay. So you're creating a storyboard for the people who have not even seen Spotify in their lifetime. But your responsibility is to communicate the storyboard to this guy and understand, hey, there is an application existed called Spotify, and they can able to listen music, change tracks, play song, save their favorite list, and they can able to have a musical experience. Can you show that in 10 steps, 10 frames? I want you guys to do, first of all, okay, manually. Okay, homework. First of all, storyboard for Spotify. Okay, that's your objective. Oh, I'll create this one here. Let's have it here. Okay, listen to me very carefully, guys. You guys can do it first easily. First, do manual frames and sketches. You guys know it. What does mean by manual frames and sketches? Is everybody clear? Sketches. Okay. Once if you're able to do it, then create thumbnails. Okay. Sketches. Try to create the emotion, showcase it, and then choose the persona and journey for user. Okay. You can choose any persona, whatever you wanted to show, a youngster listening to music or whatever. It's totally up to you. Okay. And once if you're able to create it, then use this consistent elements and build the storyboard. Very simple. There is nothing complex here. Okay. We just have to create one good storyboard for showcasing their experience. Okay. Our objective. Our objective should be people who don't even know what is meant by Spotify has to understand its functionality. Got it? Very simple. Okay. You choose anything, whatever is your comfort in Spotify you want to show. Okay. I also set one ground rules here. Okay. Only 10 frames. Okay. And I would say tools, manual, sketching. Okay. Once if you're doing manual sketching, then go for Canva AI images, then go for DALI images. Okay. Just create an account in Copilot. You will be able to use DALI. Okay. Don't worry. It's a very, very simple tool. You can able to get it. Okay. Then you can use Runway ML. Okay. Then you can use Meteor. Meteor is a very good tool. You guys can able to try it out. Okay. See, there is something called Stable Diffusion, Mid Journey. These are not required. Very, very complex tools. Try to use it manually. Okay. Don't get confused by a lot of things. Just do simple things first of all. Get results before getting into a lot of confusions. Okay. Fine. So this is the rules, this is the tools, this is the objective behind doing it. Okay. And major, another important thing. Okay. I wanted you guys to post it in LinkedIn or Instagram. Okay. And LMS, I would say you please post in LMS. Okay. Same message, you try to post it as a group. Okay. And also try to write one small story words for the same. You can use same ChatGPT prompts, whatever I'm going to give you, just create a small story narrative so that people can able to understand what you're trying to say. Okay. So first of all, you need to understand you are creating a storyboard for Spotify. Okay. I'll take this objective first. Let's understand this objective in this context. Okay. Your second is you have to create a manual frames for it. Third, you'll have to create thumbnail sketches for it. Okay. I would say thumbnail sketches is second. Okay. And then goes the manual frames and like let's say arrangement. Okay. Then choose the persona. Create the persona, what you wanted to really create. Okay. I would say even choosing persona for the user is the actual thing. Okay. Third, then fourth, then try to create a consistent element and build the story. And then you go for only 10 frames. Do it in 10 frames. Sometimes even if first time you will be getting 20 frames, sometimes you will be getting even 30 frames. Try to concise it into 10 frames. That's your objective. Okay. So try to do it. Definitely you will be getting more screens only, because we are not a storyboard professionals, right? We'll try to get more number of frames only. You can't communicate in within short frames. If you're communicating within short frame, you are super designer. You are an excellent communicator. That's why I'm asking you to challenge it to just 10 frames. Okay. And then create a consistent element. Then it should be 10 frames. Then use tools like manual sketching, Canva image, DALL-E, Runway, ML, Meet, Leonard. And once if you're okay, then post it in your social media platform. Okay. Today is Sunday, guys. Try to do it. You have your learning plan. That's okay. Good. I totally understand. But this is a small activity which you can able to put it in your portfolio as well. There is no problem, right? Nobody's going to question why did you do that. So this is one activity I wanted you guys to do it really, really fast. Okay. It will take just 1 or 2 hours, max to max 1, 2 hours, I would say. It's not even a big task. Okay. Got it? Yes. This is the whole objective for the homework. Now let's get back to the session. Okay. Yes. So the reason why I took Spotify is like everybody knows it, right? IKEA app help customers visualize furniture placement. Please go and understand this IKEA AR app, guys. Superb, really, really wonderful. Recently, I've downloaded it. It's a wonderful thing, and you have to understand why that people have got so much of clarity is because of the storyboarding, because they visualize the user journey perfectly. That is why they were able to bring a lot more clarity. Learning management system, Balaji. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Fine. 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 Good. Slack. Simply onboarding, simplifying the onboarding for new users. Yeah, they have really created that experience. But I'm just telling you, these are all the common applications which you guys can able to go and install and try. Trello, Slack, and all these things. You can understand how they cut short the journey of the user. Very easily, how people can, without getting confused, can use these things. These are like very, very complex app, guys. Slack, Trello. Imagine these designers have put a lot of efforts to make that simplicity happen for the user. Okay. And Nest thermostat. Don't worry about this. Duolingo. Duolingo is a beautiful app, guys. I'm really, really what you call. I would highly, highly vote. Please install this application. How many of you know Duolingo? Retain users in the language learning journey. See, they have understood the users perfectly, but they will create an experience and a story where you will not be able to disengage. It's a perfect, perfect example. Install Duolingo and try it. It's a beautiful application. Okay. Tesla's autopilot. It's fine. These are like little bigger examples, but I wanted you guys to tell that why we are doing ultimately storyboarding is this reason: improved memory retention. Improve the memory retention, because storytelling improves retention up to 22x, not 2x, not 3x. Psychological science says that it activates your mirror neurons for better user-centered design. How many of you don't know mirror neurons? Mirror neurons is something which somebody does, you will be able to mirror it and you will be happy about it. How many of you have felt it? You will be able to act like Rajinikanth, right? You will be able to act like Shah Rukh Khan, like whatever. Why? Because our mirror neurons are activated. And why films and stories are very interesting and engaging for the people? Because they activate the mirror neurons. So it's really a mind-blowing thought. Once if you're able to activate it for your application, your product or service, you'll be able to make the people get a fan of you, fan of your application, fan of your website or whatever you're building, a physical product or whatever, it doesn't matter. They will become ultimate fan of you, and you will automatically activate the mirror neurons for better user-centered design. See, that is the ultimate thing. It boosts creativity, engages both logically and creatively brain hemispheres, and teams using storyboard report 30% more innovative ideas. Design management institute said that. See, guys, we need to understand this. That is why we are doing this storyboarding and all. It's not like a just like that skill we wanted to be. I wanted to trouble students with drawing something. No, it's a superb skill which every designer has to learn. Okay, so that's what I would highly also vote. So this is one activity which I've taken initially, but it's not really required. Okay, I would say you try to complete it for the task whatever I've given. That's more than sufficient. Now comes the most important aspect, guys. Okay, so now I wanted you guys to get your peer feedback and show to them. Yesterday, what Ramraj did, it showed in the group, right? And today, you can also put a voice note or maybe a video saying, hey, guys, I've tried my storyboard first time. Why don't you just give a small feedback in WhatsApp? Just record a video and just put it in the group. Let all people give you feedback, then improve on it. Okay, and then you guys try to create very good storyboarding experience for that. Fine, is it okay? Can I put the chat in the like, let's say, in the chat box, the chat GPT prompts? Please go and take the advantage, guys. Okay, let me also I'll keep it short, consistent elements. Okay, because we know ultimately we are building storyboarding, so I'll keep it short so that I can able to take a easy screenshot for you guys. Okay, take it. Fine. Everything is now covered, guys. I would also say this one is much better. Okay. Now I'm taking a screenshot. Just follow this for whatever doubts you have. Automatically, you will be able to get in track if you're completely confused. I'm just putting it in the WhatsApp group so that you guys can also put it down. Okay. Complete this small project and upload it in your portfolio in social media platforms, including our LMS. Here. Complete this project and put it in your portfolio and share it in your social media platforms, including LMS. Okay. Oh, you. Sorry, guys. There was a shortcut which I have. Okay, that's why it's coming like this. Don't worry about this. I'll just remove it. Okay, fine. But you guys got the assignment, right? Like what you have to do. Just try to complete that. If any doubts is there, if you're getting stuck, just reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay? Yes. Fine, guys. So now to end this session, I wanted to tell you that yeah, there is one special session also happening today, and it's not for you guys, this is for the public. And please listen to the podcast. We've been consistently putting out materials and read to our LinkedIn blogs. I would say please do read blogs because we've been writing very detailed blog articles now. This session is a little glimpse, guys, but the blog article will be even more detailed. I've given more examples over there because I cannot possibly teach everything in this short session. Okay, so you guys have to go to the blog and just take an advantage over there. Okay, and majorly this particular session, if you ask me what are the learning outcomes, you guys have learned what is storyboarding techniques. Continuing yesterday's session, from thoughts into visuals, from visuals into thumbnail, from thumbnail into storyboard, from storyboarding into a professional storytelling format to communicate to your user, to your client or your project. And you guys have understood the importance of communication skill and apply empathy in design, facilitate collaborate design, prepare for a real world project. Okay, so this session builds your visualization skill into a crazy level, and by this you can also communicate your designs effectively. If anybody asks you to bring concept, show me this, show me that, always show in storyboard, always show in the sketches. People would love to interact with you, and they'll be more than happy to what you call give you feedback, because this is the ultimate important skill, and people will see it you very professionally. Okay, this person is really communicating properly, this is really good. That respect will be earned for you guys. Okay, this is the end of this session, guys. Do this activity and I wish you all the best. We'll see you tomorrow morning. And people who want to join the hackathon, Tuesday is going to be an ultimate game changer, guys, for you. Tuesday is a very, very important mission. And this is going to be completely job focus from the sixth mission. Okay, so please don't miss it out. And we'll see you on tomorrow's skill booster session at 6 o'clock. Bye bye. Have a great day. Yes. And do one favor, guys. Okay, one small help for me. If you find, if you have anybody, like let's say Jagdish, one of my friend is struggling a lot, he wants to come and take our programs and all, just ask them to register in this link. Today 10 o'clock we are having a webinar. Okay, just copy this link and send it to them. That will be a great help for them. Surely they'll find a huge impact in our session. Okay, it's going to start at 10 a.m. Just ask them to come. Okay, fine, guys, have a great day. Thank you so much. And just take that link, whatever I pasted in the chat box before the call ends, then you won't be able to take it. Okay. Excellent. Thank you so much. Take care. All the best, guys. Any doubts is there? Excellent, Ramraj. Excellent, Ratmavati. Excellent, Sri Balaji, Jay Nandini, Anju, and for the people who are watching YouTube live.